Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Tronsmart T7 Lite portable outdoor speaker. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Let me get the shrink wrap off here. So here it says IPX7 waterproof, stereo pairing. So if you have multiples of these, you can pair them together into a stereo pair. 24 hours of playtime. Then on the back it says Sound Pulse Audio, 24-watt stereo sound, custom EQ via app. So let's get this open. So there's the speaker. Then under that we have a manual, cable, and a warranty card. This card here talks about Sound Pulse technology. So that's a DSP technology. And here we have the charge cable. It's USB-A to USB Type-C. Let's pull the speaker out real quick. And there's the speaker. Let's take a quick look at the manual. So this here shows the different buttons. We have power, Bluetooth, volume up, next track, play pause, volume down, previous track, Sound Pulse EQ button, TF card slot, and USB Type-C charge port. So TF card is micro USB. And this talks about how to use the buttons. So to turn it on and off, you want to hold the power down for 2 seconds. You can press it a single time to switch lighting modes, and double press it to turn off the lighting effect. Then we have Bluetooth. You press it once to disconnect from the device, press for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode, press once to exit stereo pairing, press for 8 seconds to reset. Then we have plus and minus. So you press it once to control the volume, and then you hold it down for next and previous track. Then we have a play button. You can use that to play or pause your music or to answer calls. Then we have the Sound Pulse button. You press it to enter or exit the Sound Pulse mode. And then you press the play and the plus to switch between the TF card and Bluetooth. Next we have the specs. You can pause and read through those, but it does support Bluetooth 5.3, and it has up to 24-hour runtime on a 50% volume. So if you're listening to loud music with lots of bass, the runtime will probably be lower than if you were listening to, say, a podcast at lower volume. And this just kind of goes over how to use it with the buttons, which we kind of already talked about. And then this talks about the app. It's the Tronsmart app, so I'll take a look at that. So here's the speaker in a little more detail. It has this fabric kind of grill material all the way around. It says Tronsmart here. This is a rubberized material. They're kind of rubberized and it's hard plastic surrounding them. They have a tactile feel. Peel this open and we have the micro SD and the USB-C charging. So to get that waterproof rating, you want that closed. It has 2 little rubber feet here. So when you set it down, it keeps it from rolling. It also has rubber on the left side when you're looking at it. So you can have it like this or like this. Now each end has a passive transducer, and it is slotted there, so it's not going to seal against that. Comes with a lanyard already on it. You could take that off if you didn't want it on there. So let's try charging it. So it said in the manual that it takes 4 hours to charge. That would be probably if it was empty. But I'll open this up. Plug that in. And here we're charging at, looks like 0.93 amps. So that charge rate can vary depending on the state of charge of the battery in the speaker. So let's try this. I don't know how much battery it has on it, but let's try turning it on. Okay, so we had a little startup chime there. We're going to connect this up to my iPad. So I'll go into my settings, and I'm going to go into Bluetooth. And you see it has the Tronsmart T7 Lite there. I'll tap on that. And we had a little chime saying it was connected. So I'll pull some music up, play some of this. Okay, so now it's playing music. So if we go on the back, we can press play to pause it. Now in the app here, it paused it. Then when I press it again, it will play it again. Now I can turn the volume up or down. If I want to go to the next track, I'll hold down plus. And now we're on the next track. So this track has a lot of bass on it. Let me turn it all the way up and see if it distorts. You can see the passive transducer shaking there. That sounded very good at full volume. It had a nice full sound to it. Now this isn't going to shake your chest like a full-size stereo with a subwoofer on it, but it didn't sound really tinny or anything. Now let's try connecting to that Tronsmart app. So I'll go into my app store and download that. So here's the app. Open it. It says it would like to use Bluetooth. I'll say OK. I'll agree and continue. Now we're going to want to choose our speaker. I'll choose the T7 Lite. Searching for it. Found it. So that's really neat. It tells the battery charge on there. We were at 70%. Let me try plugging it in. So now let's control the volume from the app. Go to the next track. Let's go to the upper right. Here we have auto power off. So you can set like a sleep timer on it. We have an update firmware. We're on the latest firmware and we have the user manual. Let's go to the middle here. And here we have the different presets. So we have default, sound pulse, deep bass, classical, rock, and customized. Let's try these. So on customized, we have a custom equalizer. Now it doesn't tell the frequencies, but you can kind of see the positions of them. So and it has reset at the top. So here I did a custom equalization. Let me go back to default. Let's go back to customize. Looks like it stores that. So we can also enable this on here. So if we look at the app, I'll press the button and it switched to sound pulse. So if I go to a different one, press it, it will go to sound pulse. Press it again, it will go to default. So with the DSP, it's setting up some like custom equalization. You may or may not like that, and you may or may not like that for specific songs or specific types of music. There may be some music where you like having the sound pulse or other equalization, and other music where you want to just listen to it as is. Let's look at the little gear here. Well, this talks about the play modes. So we can switch to TF card here. You can also set up stereo pairing mode. We have LED modes. So this does have LED lights here. And if we press the power button, we can change those modes. And if we go into the app, we can do the same. So we can go to carousel. Oh, it's turned off. Let me turn that back on. We're on carousel. We can change it to deep breath and fashion party. Now if we press the power button here, it's going to switch between these. When I went through these, it turned it off. If I press it again, it will go back to carousel. This is the voice prompt. So if you want to turn that off, you can do that there. And you can also just power off the whole speaker here. So I'm connected with Bluetooth. You could also put a micro SD card in here. So if you're having a pool party or something, you could load some music onto a card, and then the speaker will become a standalone music player. That can be kind of handy at something like a pool party where you're moving around a lot and your phone might be out of range. Now if you're working out in a gym or a garage or something, typically you would stay near your music and the Bluetooth streaming would work very well for that. But I like that it has both options. So this looks like it could fit in a water bottle cage of a bicycle. I'll cut to a clip and we'll check that out. Okay, so here's a bicycle water bottle cage. Let's see how this fits in. So it seems to fit in there pretty nice. So if you wanted to use this on a bicycle, I think this could be a good option. Now I think this could be good for trail use and such. If you're doing some heavy duty off-roading where it could bounce around, you might want to secure it a little bit better. But it does seem to be in there pretty good. I mean, you have to pull on it pretty good to get it out of there. And of course, different water bottle cages might hold it differently than these. So that's the Tronsmart T7 Lite portable outdoor speaker. I really like the build of this. It feels really nice. It has that rubber on the side and on the bottom so you can have it in multiple orientations. Has a really nice sound. Even at full volume, it sounds nice. It's very easy to use. I think kind of the nice key feature of this is the app. Sometimes Bluetooth speakers can be hard to use, especially when you get into the features like the lighting, and the app makes it very easy to use. You can just pull up the app. You can click on the different settings to do like equalization and the lighting modes and such, and you don't have to remember how to use all the buttons. Now, if you do want to use the buttons and you forget how, you can go into the app also and open up the user manual. So that app kind of makes that a distinguishing feature of this Bluetooth speaker over many other Bluetooth speakers. So a speaker like this would be great for working out in a pool area, outdoor patio, a shop. You could take it camping. You could have this in your RV. Many uses for a speaker like this. And with that 24-hour runtime, you don't have to worry about charging it all the time. You could use it over multiple days, say every evening, and just charge it up every couple days. Or if you're having an evening party and you're going to have it on for hours, it should be able to last that through the whole party. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.